Hey, I'm Josh.
And I'm Mike.
And this is KidzChurch Online. It's the perfect day for you to be watching. You know why? It's a new month, it's almost Easter, and that's a pretty big deal.
Easter candy, chocolate, Easter baskets, Easter egg hunts, and Easter candy, and... Oh, I'm sorry, Easter candy. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think you forgot Easter candy. And because of what we celebrate.
Jesus pretty much changed everything when he died on the cross and then came back to life. He turned the whole world upside down. He gave us the greatest example of humility. Humility is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve.
Having humility, or being humble as we sometimes call it, is an upside down way of living. You see, what comes naturally is selfishness. Looking out for numero uno, that's Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish.
It means number one.
I can't count that high.
Okay, I don't know where that comes from. Anyways, what's natural is to look out for what I want and put other people second. So picture this. You and your brothers are playing and mom calls in and says, "Boys, I'm ordering a pizza for dinner. What do you want on it?" And I think to myself, mushrooms. Obviously, mushrooms are my favorite topping. I love them. But Mike, he doesn't care for mushrooms.
Nope.
So if I go to my mom and I tell her, "Hey, be sure to get mushrooms on the pizza," I'm thinking about myself. I'm not thinking about Mike. Well, it's a silly example, but it allows you to see what comes natural. And what Jesus wants for us is to flip that around. Jesus came and flipped that whole notion on its head, flipped it right around. He showed what it looks like to put others first. He came to serve, not to be served.
Speaking of flip, you want to see what I can do with this bad boy right here? Just watch this. Oh. Hey!
That was only like the 7th try, but
yeah.
Okay, I know bottle flipping, it was like a thing a couple years ago, but I happen to still think it's awesome, and Mike happens to be pretty decent at it. And here on KidzChurch Online, we love a sweet challenge. So guess what we're doing? The Exponential Bottle Flip Challenge!
The object of the bottle flipping challenge is to flip it and have it land right side up. We've got all different sizes here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from tallest to smallest. We're gonna go from smallest to tallest. Today is Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. Sorry.
The story of Palm Sunday is found in Matthew chapter 21. Palm Sunday is about Jesus entering into the city where his life would eventually come to an end. So you know the timeline that we have up in the hallway in Kids Church? The real big one?
Yeah, the one that starts with Adam and Eve in the garden that leads to Abraham, where God makes a special promise.
This event, what we talk about all this week, what eventually leads up to Easter, this is where God's one big story was leading. All these things that happened, the promise that he made to Abraham, what would fix what happened to Adam and Eve in the garden, all that comes together in the life, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus. So be sure to follow along with us as our church goes through the last week of Jesus' life. All this week long, there's going to be special devotional videos that are being put out by the church staff, and you can watch those with your family and learn about the special things that happened in the life of Jesus leading up to his death.
The greatest act of humility turned the whole world upside down.
And that's what we're going to be talking about all month long, is that upside down mentality, this upside down view of the world, this upside down kingdom that Jesus brought into the world, that you and I are a part of. We look forward to spending the rest of the month with you, but until then, we'll see you later.
Bye.